Okay, so first thing I'd like to say is a huge shout out to the Toronto Raptors, the 2019 NBA champions. So, congrats. And just to show, there we go. Yeah, I'm rocking the North. Black's very slimming. So again, congratulations, Toronto. You've made Canada proud since you are the one and only NBA franchise that is a Canadian team. So unfortunately, Vancouver just couldn't get their stuff together and hold that franchise. And fantastic to see that some sort of a championship has come back to Toronto. So it's been, I think, 26 years since the Blue Jays went back-to-back for the World Series. And let's not even talk about the Toronto Maple Leafs. So with that being said, guys, stay tuned. Hey everybody, Papa Gord here, and back to Black Series. Yes, so I've had a couple people ask if I could do an updated collection video. So I guess the last one, or the first one I did, was in February, so March, April, May, June, so 4 months. I guess that would be kind of interesting to see how much more I've added in 4 months, and then maybe just I can pan through a little bit of some of my other stuff. I guess recent pickups and what have you. I do have a fair amount of stuff that has been boxed and is put away, unfortunately. Again, I've got an almost 13-year-old and almost 8-year-old, so unfortunately they get more space and I get a shelf and a couple of other little shelves. So it's not perfect, but it is what it is right now. So maybe over the weekend, maybe that'll be the video that I will do, and so hopefully I can figure out. I want to get some little LED strip lights to put in behind the 4 shelves that I have. Like, it's tight. Like, I am probably maxed out on my shelf presently, like my one main shelf. So I'm gonna have to get something else, especially with the next was it Wave 22? With that being spotted, and we're getting into that time frame where hopefully pre-orders and stuff are going to be getting shipped out soon. Also heard and seen that some people down in stateside have come across the archive line, the second wave. So those will be something as well that I'll have to keep my eyes open for. No, actually, I think I can have those pre-orders as well. So I'm not even going to get to hunt. But with the distribution issues and stuff that Hasbro has, and I don't know, like up here we were doing so well, making everybody down and jealous down in the States and maybe overseas, because, you know, look at some of those Toys R Us exclusives that we got up here super early, between that deluxe battle damaged stormtrooper, that Phasma, the battle damaged Phasma, 4 LOM, probably another couple that I'm forgetting, but you get the point. So we were hitting a good little run, and then just nothing. Nobody has found jack all up here. So we found, or Carter found the second last Wave 20 at our Walmart, and we bought it all. Which I have said multiple times on how good of a deal we got on those. But other than that, haven't seen any of them. So it's kind of taking away a little bit of the joy of going out and seeing if you can find them physically in the stores. So thank God I've made some connections at some of my local EBs and some other places. So they'll send me text messages to let me know if something's come in, or hey, we've got the SKUs or whatever for the next bunch of stuff that's coming out. So yeah, so it's getting a little disappointing. So with that being said, let's get on with the figure. And yeah, so we are going to do, because I don't think we've done this one yet, but we're going to do the Jawa number 61. I just picked this up last week. Walmart's up here. Any Canadians that are following the channel or subscribe, hit your Walmarts. I don't know if they're still on sale, but they are dropping the prices. So $19.99 instead of $29.99, so $10 off. I know it's not like the $5 blowouts like they've done with a lot of the Rogue One figures like Krennic and Jyn and Cassian and so on and so forth, but a lot. You see the odd, weird ones kind of pop up, like Jawa. Like, this has been out for a little while now, but it's mostly the solo wave. That if you are waiting and waiting and waiting, and like, I just don't want to spend $30 on Kira or Lando or young Han Solo or whatever, $10 off is not a bad start. So maybe they'll keep dropping the price even more. So keep your eyes out. See what happens. So I'm not going to open this one, but I picked this one up because this one kind of bugs me. So this is the 40th. This is the 40th anniversary, the carded one, which I think these are, yeah, right. They're identical. They come with the same things, the two weapons and the belt. Yeah, so they're no different from what I can see, but maybe we'll have to open this up. Yeah, you know what? It's gonna go on the shelf anyway, right? So no sense in leaving him in his prison. So we will take a look and see, but I don't think there is any difference. You can't really improve, I don't think, on. Yeah, it's exact. Yeah, I don't need to pop him out. But the reason why I picked this guy up, or I was looking, I'm fine if I wouldn't have found another. But I mean, 2 Jawas, I mean, you can have multiples, but I don't know if you can kind of tell. But, well, here, this is part of the problem. So, there you go. If you ever wondered what a Jawa looked like, he looks like a raisin with really soul-piercing yellow eyeballs. But yeah, it's you can see in the back. Let's get my little nail file right there. Okay, so that's like the divot cut out into his head, and don't know if it's going to show up very well. But right back in here, that is like been, because it's not exactly the softest piece of plastic in here, so it's kind of over and kind of formed and warped over to the side. So I thought when I first got him and I took him off the card, I was like, oh, that really bugs me, because you can only see one of his eyes a little bit and it was kind of angled down. So I tried moving this around a little bit, and then all of a sudden, pop, off it came, and I was like, oh boy. So I figured, again, it wasn't going to be that big of a deal. At least that way I could move it around a little bit more to get him, all right, to look. At least, again, you can see both of his eyes and whatever, so that looks a little bit better. I'm not going to glue it down. It's fine. It does stay pretty well into place. I think it looks pretty decent. So, yeah, so that's him. So I've already got him posed. So he's got his blunderbuss type type of a weapon there. And then he's got it's all corded down and goes into this kind of back holster, which is kind of neat. And I believe that's like, I want to say like an ion cannon, not an ion cannon, but I think that's probably what they nailed the droids with to kind of short them out a little bit. So I'm gonna pop him out so we can check articulation, because he's got teeny tiny hands, and I do have a bit of an issue trying to get his one gun in his hand, and if I have to fight with it, it's gonna probably annoy me greatly. And I just got the dropsies like crazy. So I'll pop him out. And yeah, I'm digging this one already. So, you know, at least you turn the head and his hood goes with his head. So he does get down a little bit of back. You know, you can go side to side. Arms, he gets pretty much 90. I think they could have gone ahead and probably put those deeper cuts in a little bit, and he might have gotten a little bit more of a bend range, but overall not too bad. I am concerned a little bit about his hands, because they are so tiny that you know, he does have movement. You do have the wrists. The right one on this one feels a little gummy, but so, oh, there we go. Got him loosened up. So he's been in the box for a long time, and if anybody's been curious, you can't really see a whole lot. Here, I'll give you about that much. So he's kind of got wraps on his legs that go up to about his knees, from what I can tell, and then kind of like brown pants. This is attached, so this, you know, it kind of bugs me a little bit. I understand the wire, it's the aesthetic or whatever, but I don't think maybe they didn't need to have, but I guess that's maybe like his little battery pack or something, but the detail's not really there. But his bandolier with his little pouches is really cool. It's a nice, you know, it's got some nice brown wash to it, and the buttons and the clasps. So yeah, you're not gonna get, I don't even know if he's got a, well, he does too. Yep, he does. Not that you're ever gonna be able to do it, but he does actually have knee joints, so you can bend his legs. So that's actually kind of cool. But this is some pretty stiff plastic. The slits don't go up really that much, and I would cringe if, oh, well, sorry guys, my battery's going, so I just got to push a button here. It might look a little weird for a second. Close. There we go. I would probably cringe, because I do know guys that would probably just take an X-Acto and go more of a slit, but I think because of how wide of a slit, I think it would look really odd. So I mean, it's a Jawa. Again, you don't see them doing cartwheels and like backflips and like ninja jumps or parkour or any of that stuff. They're just kind of, you know, going after and slinging some droids and trying to make a few bucks, and you know, living life on the barren desert of Tatooine. So yeah, but he's a Jawa, and I think he's pretty cool. So I think the way I'll do it now is I'll probably keep the spare gun in the box, and we'll have him armed with his little droid zapper. So we got this version and we got this version. So, you know, that's alright. A couple of Jawas, never a bad thing, because it's not like there's only just one Jawa. So there's lots of them. You know, if I find another one for $5, I'd probably buy another one for $5. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I'm just, again, just kind of checking out the back. I'm just gonna fold it around and so there we go. So we got the Jawa. So I don't know, let me know down in the comments. Hey, do you have a Jawa? If you're more selective, I think this is one that you probably would like to have with your figures, because this is original trilogy for sure, without a doubt. And you know, it even looks a little bit of weathering. So I don't know I don't know if they would be able to pull this guy off with soft goods. I think they'd have to go the way they've gone with the hard plastic. So anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this little review. And you know, but yeah, he's cool. I love the Jawas. So that's gonna do it for me for tonight. This weekend coming up for us, there's a big music festival. Unfortunately, there's more flippin' rain in the forecast, I think, for the entire bloody weekend. So I don't know how much time we're gonna spend down there, because again, that kind of rain and damp is just gonna get into my joints, and I'm not gonna enjoy myself. But there's definitely some bands that I want to see. They had like the pre-concert last weekend, and we didn't go to that one because you have to pay for that, which I don't have a problem with. But Bush was here live, Canadian group The Headstones, a few others. So yeah, so we do get some international bands. I'm really not got any clue on if there's some really awesome groups this year. There's a group out of Toronto who my wife and I absolutely love, called the Sky Diggers, and they're going to be playing, so we try to catch them whenever we can. So we see them at least a few times a year. So yeah, so hopefully the weather will hold off a little bit, but if it doesn't, then that just gives me more time to get my updated collection video done. So keep your eyes out. Odds are it's probably going to be a fairly long one. Again, I've gone so long-winded on this. We could have easily probably wrapped up in about 10 minutes, but gotta have some story time with Papa G anyway. So I am gonna wrap it up with saying the same stuff I always do: like, comment, share, subscribe, all that usual YouTube mumbo jumbo. And that's it. And all I can say is thanks for tuning in again, guys. And we'll get a video up again tomorrow night, and hopefully then the collection video on the weekend. So as always, guys, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you again soon. Have a good day.